Gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome along to the Mackem Football Show, the podcast that I guess is in popular demand. I have a couple of things I wanted to discuss today, and obviously I have woke up just a little bit late. It is 6:34 here in Alice Springs, so it does mean we are currently solo. We're waiting for some of our good Mackem friends to join us on the Discord. So when people join, I will start conversations around extra things. But whilst we're waiting for that, say hello in the chat and start asking some questions. I am going to focus primarily the first couple of minutes on the kit, and I'm pretty sure we will cover the kit as well when the rest of the guys come in as well. The just joining adult age restriction for some reason. Wait, what? On this video? That's weird. Thank you for letting me know. And Mula, welcome along as well. So, let me very quickly, safc.com, go to the store. I'm not going to show the... Well, maybe I'll show the video so you'll see a bit more. No, we'll go to the shop. So, bear with me. I will change it to this view. Turn off the scores and show you the live replay screen. There you go. So this home kit, this brand new home kit, how do I describe this like without pissing people off? Mula says not keen on the home strip, to be honest. Me too. I'm gonna rate this probably like just straight off the bat as a 6 out of 10 Sunderland kit. I know it's going to like potentially upset a couple of people and what have you. I do like there's an option in that you can have a short and a long sleeve. However, there's something about messing with the stripes, messing with the layout, all of that. You have this delightful... I actually really like this part of it, by the way, connecting the city to the stadium. It shows that they're trying to like think about what your what the club and what the shirt actually represents. Especially if you got to do that every year. It's never going to hit every single year. So, like this collar side of it, I actually think is really a good one. It's very rare you get where like the crossover on the collar actually looks nice, and this part of the shirt really does. But as you can also see in this nice lovely this zoomed in image of it, the bridge links down each and every white stripe, to me, I think ruins it. I know it's such a subtle detail because when you zoom out, you can't see it. Like if you see somebody in the Sunderland kit and they're a little bit far, it just looks like it's a little bit of like an off-white. It looks a little bit grey-scaled, that white stripe. But it's there, and it just doesn't feel right. Like you said, Muller, just a bit cramped down the middle as well. And like I said, 6 out of 10 seems like a very fair rating. You've got, like you said, a lot of busy information down the middle. It's like Sunderland, Hummel, W, and then W88. I like that without the sponsor version, it looks a lot cleaner. But was it like 4 different things straight down the middle? Yeah, I think you're right. Let me just keep an eye on this as well, and yeah, well, like like I said, for me, the new kit isn't the greatest thing I've seen in a while, and I'm kind of disappointed in that because last season's kit, well, to be fair, last season's kit was a solid like 9.7 out of 10. I don't think there's very little things that you could say needed improving on it. Like maybe the size options and the sponsor, but beyond that, no. Like last season's kit was pretty much ideal. Now I'm gonna defend this home kit just in 1 second. Paul, welcome along, mate. Welcome along.
Yeah, cheers, mate. God, that was awkward, that.
What happened?
Basically, they basically had to verify my age to actually join the voice chat, which is odd.
Yeah, it's very, very, very weird. I'm just going to grab my other kit. Walking weird. So, here we have the Lambtons kit. See what the difference is between this current kit and the previous kit. What works? Yes, it's the remake one, but can you see it, Paul? I'm just showing you that. Right. See,
yeah, I can see it, mate.
We've had.
So I've got the YouTube chat on as well.
There you go. We've had red and white stripes and everything centered before. This, you have a bit of space between the top of the button-down collar and the badge. The badge on the new one is like here, like right next to your neck, and it's got a black background. I get it because it matches the collar, but this doesn't have an additional background, and there's no corporate sponsor. There's like no ASICs. There's no thing. I think there was on the original, but not obviously the remake. And then the Lambtons is centre of the belly. Everything on this new kit is like 5 foot up, and it just feels like you're trying to get your logo, your sponsor, into any selfie that's taken with it, whereas that feels more natural. And yeah, like I said, like this kit for me is not terrible. It's not bad. It's not like disgusting or anything like that. It's just it's a down step from where we were last year, and there was always going to be a down step from last year. So personally, I think this kit, in the grand scheme of things, will be heavily determined by how well we play in it. Like the nostalgia for it will go up massively if we play well. If we beat like Liverpool, or if we beat Man City and stuff like that, it's not going to be a kit that resonates unless there's good memories in it. That's where I think like a anywhere between like a 4 to 7 kind of kit would sit down there. What do you reckon, Paul?
To be honest, I actually like the kit.
What's your rating of the kit then?
I'm not sure, but I do actually like it. You know, I am pleased that they've connected it with the city as well.
Yeah, like you said, like I do get there's a lot of smart design in it, mate, but it's just for me, I just think they've like as going from that first Hummel kit to this does seem natural. Like it does seem like they actually give a crap when they're doing the designs. That I really like. I just think they did such a good job last season. This year was always going to be a downstep, but how much of a downstep? Now, is this the worst Sunderland kit ever? Absolutely, not even close. You want to see the worst Sunderland kit ever? Bear with me 1 second, and I'll just load up the image. But if you don't know what it is, I don't know what you've been living under. But what's your worst ever Sunderland kit, Paul? While I'm loading this image up.
Oh, worst one for me, it's got to be the carrier bag one.
The what? How do you say it?
Well, the carrier bag one.
The carrier bag one. Yeah. You got it perfectly. The 16, 17. No, it was 17-18, wasn't it? 17-18. Like, the funnier thing was with this kit, they actually did a really good promo for it. But yeah, I'm just going to do F11 this for a second because I'm not going to give it any more time than it deserves. But this is by far the worst Sunderland kit I have ever come across. Too many stripes, bright yellow logo in the middle. Adidas, you had an absolute stinker. The sleeve and the collar don't mix. The collar just seems as slapped on. And considering it's Adidas as the free stripe brand, where is it? Like, I know it's on the collar. I know physically it's on the collar. You can see the free stripes there, but the rest of the stripes are that fit. It just doesn't. You can't even see where that's supposed to be. So, yeah. Welcome, Jacob, by the way.
Hiya.
Hiya. Welcome along. I thought I was going to have a really good long time by myself on this one, so I'm happy I've got actual people to talk to. Right, what's your thoughts on the kit, Jacob?
Well, I ordered it today, and I don't think it's as bad as what. I don't think it's bad as what the leaked photos were. You know, them leaked photos that we got. Now looking at it, I don't mind it, to be fair.
Yeah, I think those leaked photos have hindered its overall appeal. It definitely have. Like I said, I don't know if you were here for that, but I'll reiterate it just for anybody who's joined. It is one of those kits where it will be, like, long term, like, say in 5, 10, 20 years' time, it will be purely based on how good those memories were with it. And we have mentioned it with that 17-18 carrier bag kit. The memories associated with that kit are not good at all. So it does kind of compound. If you have a bad kit and a bad season, it does just completely make it wackadoodle. So if we managed to have a season like we did when we had this bad boy out originally, right? Still a beautiful kit. Cool and creamy, man. Biggest sponsors. When we had that Lanterns kit, if we have a top 7 finish, then we're basically going to say this is probably one of the best kits going. But yeah, it is what it is. Sorry, I'm going to catch up on the chat and then get you back in the conversation. Millie says the mags will say the shadow of the footbridge is too representative of us sliding down the ladder. Well, they're using the word ladder for a league table if they do that. So, yeah, that's all of the plastic American mags saying that probably. And Anthony, welcome along, mate. The only problem I have is the black outline on the badge. It would look so much better if it was white. I agree. I don't know if the black trimming makes sense as well. There you go. I never liked the pinstripe one with Ali McCoy's played. What year was that? Ali McCoy's Sunderland. Wait. I think it's before my time. When does anybody know when Ali McCoy's played for Sunderland?
No, definitely before my time.
Oh yeah, it was well before my time. 1981 to 1983. He played for us 56 times and scored 8 goals. I didn't even know he played for us. I just thought he hated us.
Was he manager at Villa at one point? I swear he was manager at Aston Villa.
No, he's only ever managed Rangers. Yeah. I can't remember him. I can't remember his. Well, obviously, I wasn't alive, but I mean, I can't remember him having a reputation with our fans growing up either. Oh, that one! Oh, it's like a solid white with like a couple of red trims on it. Yeah. Okay. I get it. That's bad. Right. Anyways, right. Should we move on from the kick talk? Are you all kick talked out?
To be honest, for me, it'd be best actually when I see it in person as well.
Do you think it's one of those creeper ones? Because we're not kid talked out then. We've got that. What do you call it? Last season, obviously, you had the three probably best kits going. You've got the home kit, the away kit, and then the third kit, what I class as the Weatherspoons plate kit. Do you think our home kit is that this season? Like, you have like just that. Home's perfect. Second, the away's like banging, and then the third one's just like, oh, really? Getting the other way around.
To be honest, I don't know really, because you know, you never know what what David's been doing, do you?
No, and do you? Ooh, do you think it is a little bit down to just purely marketing and stuff like that? Then trying to get as much cash out of us as possible.
I don't know really.
Obviously, it's part of his job. Like, it's part of our job. I hope our third kit is the Black League one. It looks amazing with the gold. Oh yeah, I 100% agree. Like, I do buy a kit every single season. Last year I bought 3 different kits. I bought the home kit, the away kit, and the Pride kit. So I just thought they were elite. If we are looking at this season, I know Jacob's got a couple already, so you can shout those out in a second, mate. But I'm only going to be buying just the one because I've got to ship it all the way to Australia and what have you. But I think so far it's the black, pink, and blue keeper kit. I really rate that kit. So this third kit is probably. If it's anything similar to that, we're probably going to get that. But it's sold out. There's no stock of it at all. So what are you supposed to do when they just release 10 of them and don't allow you for pre-orders? It would just make so much more sense if we were allowed to log in, say, here's your kit releases, and pre-order it. Like, that would be so much more simpler. And
to be honest, I would get even more ones. You know, if these are popular, which they are, I know the club that they'll ask for more.
I think they can make more on based on a demand. But if you look at last season's keeper kit versus this season's, the sales numbers are going to be like absolutely phenomenally just out there. You're not going to. I think this is using last year's kit sales numbers as a guide to what you're going to get this year is never really going to work, especially with the the designs. The design has to hit, and I think this one, if you literally, I'm going to go through the Twitter now very, very quickly on a post that Sunderland did, I think, about an hour and a half ago, and it was put your was it the kit? Rate your kit with one word. Or was it them or was it somebody else?
It's probably our club, I think. That did it.
Rate the kit in one word, and then somebody put on an absolute essay. But I can't find it. But the comments were class, amazing, terrible, horrific. I like it. It's like, obviously that's more than one word, but that was what I read, and it's just very, very mixed. Whereas last season, I can't recall anybody saying they didn't like it at all.
Yeah, I'm just looking for that post now. Yeah, the clubs took it down.
The clubs took it down. Have they actually?
Yeah, well, I can put it low.
Because it didn't get 100% positive ratings. That's funny.
Well, I bet low, actually, the club's actually wearing that top tomorrow, actually, against Hearts.
And that's what I thought they would be doing because of obviously we've played was it 4 pre-season friendlies in the away kit now. That's had its initial like marketing run out. You've got a couple of players in it. Yeah. Mueller's asked why use 2 different badges on the home and away kit though. What do you reckon that's for? Is that just...
Do you not think people has actually requested?
Well, if you look at most other clubs, though, like they'll use 1 badge for everything for that season. And a good example of that is probably Swansea, because they've changed their badge a couple of times, but sometimes they have like the full badge, and then sometimes it's just the swan, and they do the rebrand. So, like, all of them are still their active trademarks or whatever you call it, but having 1 of each, so you've got the... Also, this this is so squished on the Reg Vardy era, by the way. I don't know why, but embroidering this badge with Nike was awful. But I think it's just more like brand recognition. I think they're trying to, as a marketing side of it. You said, David, is he head of marketing or is he head of retail?
Well, David Bruce.
Yes, the American dude.
He's not American. I wish he...
Wait, what?
Yeah.
David
Bruce is not American.
Who am I thinking of? The guy came in last year, set up the Hummel deal.
Yeah, that's David Bruce, but he's
not American.
What? Really?
Yeah, he's from Sunderland, David Bruce.
I need to see this, like, because I'm pretty sure. Did he work in America then?
You'd be on about one of his former jobs he had.
No. I'm not talking about David Bruce. It's literally David Mitchell. Is that right?
Never.
No, that's not him. That's not him. He's just somebody who works for the club. Sorry, mate, but shout out to you. Where is it?
David Bruce is the one that's... Well, David Bruce basically took over Chris Davis. Chris Davis.
Yeah. No.
David Bruce is basically the one that's give us the new club shop and all that. Well, it's actually him that's actually brought the club back into the city centre as well.
Okay. I am just trying to find this guy's name. Somebody will know. Alex Slater? No. He worked for Fanatics. Obviously, we've set up the Fanatics relationship after he came in, but I remember them making a big deal. We've got this big brand, American come into the club and do marketing research. It's David Bruce. Yeah, you're right. He's American, mate.
Yeah, he actually moved over to the city of Sunderland.
Yeah, he lives in Sunderland, but he's from America. You literally look at his LinkedIn, University of Oregon Linguist College of Business. He was in the MLS for 12 years. Yeah, it is David Bruce. He's bloody American. You made me really confused there. David.
I actually met David Bruce the last time actually for the launch of the home kit.
And did you not tell when he was saying "Hey, howdy, Paul"? Like he wasn't American then.
He wasn't talking like that. No, David Bruce.
You're right, lad. He's a magnet.
David Bruce basically said that the new club shop is actually for the supporters.
It did make more sense. And I think he's got that nous about him. If you come to the stadium like completely, let's say you're fresh off the plane from anywhere in the world, you're not actually from Sunderland, and you're looking to build up that big, more that global brand, which most Premier League teams are doing. So it's just the way football is. If you're coming off the plane and you're trying to attract more fans, you need to have something that naturally draws them in. Where the old club shop was, you had one on the side of the stadium right next to the big gates, which for photograph-wise made sense. You take a photo of the gates, you walk into the shop. That made a little bit of sense. But when you come into the stadium, you've obviously got to go past the giant lantern and the Black Cat's house. And that's like a separate little entity with a huge car park. It makes sense to logistically. That's like the club shop, and then you got the stadium. You can use the rest of the stadium for whatever you want then. So it's just, for me, it makes sense that they have moved that to the Black Cat's house.
Actually, what David Bruce has even done with the club shop, because, say, you went to the club shop on a match day and you don't know what the team is, on the window of the club shop, it will actually bring up the team.
That, and again, classy little bit of the tool. I've seen that when I've been to FC Copenhagen, Real Madrid, Barcelona, Ajax. When I've been to games around the world, it is a quite common thing to do mannequins with the shirts of the players that are going to be playing that day. Because, it's just swap a shirt, really. So, I like it. It's a classy touch. It just it does completely change the dynamic of what that building was to the match day experience. Because, obviously, there's not many you can compare before and after. Obviously, you can do Roker Park versus the Stadium of Light, but you've had 20 years of just walking straight past that unless you needed to pick up a ticket. It just seemed like a pointless side building. Yeah, that's it. Here's a question then, and I'm just going to go to Jacob. You've been to the games, right, since we've moved the store. How does it feel from a fan that isn't from or isn't living in the city, should I say, to that pre-match, post-match experience with the city itself?
I think it's a good move. It shows that, marketing-wise, they understand the area, and if you're doing that at a club, understanding the city, doing that, it's gonna have a good reputation among the fans. And previously, we hadn't really had that. So I think club, not just on the pitch, but it's just going in the right direction.
Yeah, and also I'll add to that because I think Paul has done a couple of. Have you been to the fan zone a couple of times, mate?
Yeah, I've been to the fans museum, but yeah, I've been to the fan zone.
No, so not the museum itself. So the fan zone is basically an idea that before each game, there's a dedicated area for fans to meet up, and just there's kids games and little party things that go on the side, just to make it a bit more of a family friendly experience. That has been shifted. Oh, that was. Do you know where the Stoker statue is? If you keep following the stadium around, it's on that corner before you get to the gates. That's where the fan zone has always been. With moving that, and it just felt like it was in the corner towards the river, away from anybody who's just passing by. I think where they've moved the club shop, they'll also put a fan zone there eventually, because that's naturally where most people going to the stadium, apart from those coming from Southwick, will like naturally pass, and even those that are coming from Southwick might actually go past to go to the Wheat Chief or to McDonald's or whatever. Like you said, Paul, like you said, Jacob, it is understanding the area and understanding how that just not just hiding things in the corner will improve how it feels before you go into the game. Just ramp up that atmosphere. So,
Well, to be
What's
honest, what
the
they've
old
done,
club shop now?
what they've done with the current fan zone, though, and they've because the club's actually joined up with the Foundation of Light.
all right.
They've actually put the fan zone actually in the beacon. It's in there on match days where like supporters from different clubs, Sunderland fans and all that actually get together. They can actually go in the fan zone in the beacon of light before matches.
There you go. You basically explained why it's a good thing. I like that. So yeah, what got us to that original topic you're talking about, like the layout of the stadium? David Bruce.
Yeah, that's where David Bruce has put us. And to answer your question there, Jacob, the current old club store is now a pub.
Yeah, 'cause I think I do remember it now. Because I was thinking, what they're going to do with old club shop, what could they turn it into, and now that turned it into that is a fairly smart move, to be fair.
Is it the Quinn's Bar, or is it what's the name of the pub?
I think it's something to do with. I think it's like the Thatcher's Bar. I think it is.
Oh yeah, okay. I know Quinn's Bar was already a thing, but yeah. Anyways,
I think where the old club shop is or was, I think fans can watch the match from there, but I think you have to have some sort of membership or something.
hey, we're Sunderland for life, mate. All I need to do is take a drop of blood and see it bleeds. Sunderland. That was cringe as fuck. But there you go. Yes, apparently you're right as well. Muller says David Bruce was raised in Seaburn and went to Monk William F. College. So he is a Mackem, but he moved to America and he got his career from American the MLS. So yes, we're both right.
Wonder what Americans thought of his accent. Because Americans like people from England. I wonder what they thought of his northeast accent. I bet they thought, "Oh, that's an interesting accent you got there." Something like that.
Probably, mate. I think it'll be very simple.
In Hawaii, in America, Americans will be like, "What are you saying?"
I think it's yeah. I don't know if they understand half of our the Mackem slang like at all, but yeah, who cares? Like, no, it'll be this.
They won't understand "git on" as well. I'm going to say that in something. "Git on" like that.
Git on, yes, sausage.
Git on, you Raji. Git on, you fucking Raji.
I wonder what the autocorrect's going to be doing for that. But no, I think you're right a little bit. Like, it's relatively. I think it's a lot more muted in Australia where I'm at now. But there is that. Clearly, you're British, but are you? Wait, where are you from? I can't work it out. It's like I'm from Northeast England. So is that like Nottingham? No, it's not Nottingham. It's a lot. It's like 200 miles north. But yes, I don't think other than I don't think the Northeast is well represented internationally. So yeah, it's a hard accent if you've never heard it before to pick up on it, which is fine. Doesn't really matter. Yeah, cool. Right, Kit Talk is done. I'm officially done with Kit Talk. Yeah. Okay. Last point. I don't like the keeper kit. The green keeper kit is awful. Now I know there's Andrew, David, Crouchy, and Alan in the WhatsApp that do actually like this green this all green Sunderland home keeper kit. But for me, I think it just looks like a public toilet from like the 60s. It's not for me. It's not for me at all. But that's the belly of the beast. You're gonna have some hits, you're gonna have some misses, but the home side collection isn't great. Any final thoughts, Paul or Jacob, on the kits?
Not from me, no. But I do want to know when do you think the third away kit's coming out?
Do we play any red and white teams left in this pre-season era? So it'll usually be when we're playing somebody else who's red and white and away from home. Highly likely, just before the trip to Germany. But
Osberg.
yeah, Osberg. I don't know when that trip is. I'm too tired to remember. 9th of August, so it'll be the Wednesday or Thursday. It'll be the Thursday before the 9th, so the 7th, I think. It'll be the 7th of August. If I'm a betting man, it'll be that then 7, 8.
Yeah, it's going to be hard because I'm at the stadium next week as well, next Saturday.
We have a game tonight, don't we? I say, for me, it's tonight. It's quarter to midnight on Saturday here, this Hearts game. So
yeah, because we have 2 games this week. Well, coming up, and we're at the stadium of like next weekend.
Yeah, buddy. All right, I'm going to ask you the question just around the games that we've played so far. Then, is it for? I'm not going to class the Gateshead game as like a proper first team friendly because the club don't. I know it sounds a bit weird, and sorry, Paul, I know you were there, so you have seen some players that we haven't. How would you rate our 3 official pre-season friendlies so far? The 4-0 win against Shields, the 1-1 draw against Seville, and the 1-0 defeat to Sporting.
I mean, overall, it's not been bad, has it? There's no worrying signs. It's just about fitness and rotation. And so far, I think the new signings have looked decent, looked pretty good in pre-season. So far, if I give it a rating, I'd probably give it a 7.
Okay.
Right.
I wasn't going to go for the ratings, but I like that idea, mate. So, Paul, do you want to add to that, mate?
Yeah. I would say the same as Jacob. Me and Michael actually did watch the South Shields game. We were in Streetborough actually watching that. I thought we played alright against Shields. Fair enough, I saw some of the team against Gateshead, but Regis has already confirmed the team that played against Gateshead is not part of the first team, so they're off.
Yeah, is there any surprises in that? Is there any surprises in that Gateshead lineup that you see or is ready to go? Because for me, there is what I don't think Hamia is given the right opportunity. I do actually rate him a bit.
On loan though, I think Hamia Semedo, I think he should go on loan to a League One club, and then the following season we can sell him permanently. Because then we get money for him that way. If we just sold him now, we wouldn't get any money. Whereas if we let him out on loan and then sold him the following season,
I think looking at the beer at the minute, I think we'll sell him completely.
Possibly.
Russian, I think Russian will go. But to be honest, looking at Gateshead, there's 2 players I'm really surprised that did not feature, and that was Pembele. Was nowhere near that squad.
Yeah.
And Periekwa as well.
So
on his way out now.
I'm pretty sure.
According to Phil Smith, Periekwa has been sold.
Yeah.
Confirmation from the club.
I think Ekwa has gone to Saint Etienne on a permanent. So, pardon me. I think you're right. Doesn't surprise me too much that he isn't featured in the squad because, to be fair, his entire last season, wasn't with us. It was out on loan. So I always find like
I
the
kinda
place.
get that. With
Sorry.
that, the club he's gone to, it's been reported that he's actually refused to actually turn up for training.
Okay, so he's gone to a new club. Has that deal been completed yet? Are you sure? Because that sounds really bizarre. If he's going out for a scoping session or a fitness session, I'm joining you, and then doesn't bother turning. It seems a bit bizarre. He's not. It doesn't. That kind of character doesn't seem to be him at all. So I don't know if that's just what's it called? A bit of a false rumor or something like that. But just that feels wrong.
Yeah, I think at the moment, I know he has gone there, because I was talking to Phil Smith about it from the Echo. He said he's gone there.
Yeah,
We're just waiting for the club to really confirm it.
yeah, and that's fine.
I think there's other players I'd sell. He's Matete as well, Abdullah Bar, Russian, Hamia.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think Alexic can go on loan. You know, Milan Alexic. Don't sell him, but he can go on loan.
See, no, I can see with. I'm just going to quickly call out, by the way, the chats before I go into it. Anthony says the first 45 minutes in each of the games have been pretty good. I 100% agree with that. Very impressed with the performances, Muller says, and some of the fringe players and the academy lads did pretty well. So, yeah, that's where we're at. And he also adds about Saint Etienne were offloading Ecuador to another unnamed club at the moment. So that might be why he's signed for a new club and they've already sold him. However, what was we saying? Jesus Christ. My head's going all over the place. The Saint Etienne, the Ecuador, the Alexic for me is one of those players where I think he will be retained by our first team as a second, maybe third choice rotation player, because in those preseason games so far, he hasn't looked bad at all. I wouldn't say he's like first team Premier League quality, but he's definitely around there. You can see it, or I can see it. So, do you think he's going to get loaned out, Jacob, in that?
What?
Alexic, yeah, because you said Alexic, you can see leaving, but I think they're going to. I think they're going to keep him as maybe out on loan.
Yeah, that's what I mean. A loan. I'd put him out on loan
with a recall clause in whenever they need him. Maybe that makes a lot more sense.
Look, Russian can go. I think we should tell Russian to. Well, he was already at a club split. You know, Croatian team. I think go there permanently, maybe.
Yeah.
Matete was on Bolton, so I think we could. Well, unless any other clubs want him, maybe Bolton could be a good move for him. Along with Hamir, I think like somewhere like Bolton or top half League One club, you know.
Yeah. Okay. Is there any players that you think absolutely you're so terrible? Why are you still at the club from those 3 preseason games so far?
Not at the minute. I mean, Lahaji, do you think we'll sell him?
Isaac Lahaji?
He's Premier League ready. Yeah, I'm not saying he's terrible, but I'm just saying, do you think he should be sold or at least put out on loan?
Yeah, probably. Well, Paul's seen him, hasn't he? He was at the Gateshead game, so he's already on that provisional. We're putting you on the market, but we're not putting you officially on the market, kind of thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
Go on, Paul.
I actually think we'll let him go, to be honest.
Okay.
Probably, well, Michael will probably say the same as well. Like, but I know he's on his stream at the moment, but but I think we'll let him go.
Permanently, Paul.
Yeah, I think we will, Jacob. Another one I would let go straight away is Pervader as well.
Okay, yeah, okay. Yeah, I'm going to quickly load up the first team squad on the website then and just go through everybody I'd happily get rid of. And I know we kind of did it off stream. I say we did it. It was me, Paul, and Bowers did this off stream, and we had a lot of different opinions on that as well. So I'm just going to quickly load up the literal first team squad, pop it onto this here. Onto this screen here, and I will go through the players. Let's just say officially recorded. Now we've seen them a couple of times. Also, I hate this keeper kit as well. It's very Third Reich. So let me just do that. So first team goalkeepers we have here. Anthony Patterson we're keeping. I don't think there's any two ways about that. So I'll just move myself a little bit that way.
On Pato, he is a doubt for tomorrow.
Yeah, so I think he's just having a holiday. That's fine. That's fine by me. Osimo says, doubt the Croatian team want him. He didn't score a single goal while on loan there. Yeah, Russian. We'll go through it and we'll get through the full squad now. Yeah. Do you want to shout? Do you want me to go through them and you want to shout up if you disagree with any of them, or do you want me to just ask your opinion on every player? Because I'm conscious there's a lot of players here, mate.
Yeah, there's loads. I've got the list up as well.
Yeah. So Matt Young is, I think he's on the under 18 squad, isn't he?
Yeah,
Well, he's gone to Salford.
He went loaned. He got loaned out back to Salford.
I'm just making sure he's not loaned out to Dilashish. Right, he's not on that list at all. So that's interesting.
Yeah, it's because Matt Young's actually just got. Well, he went back out on loan, back to Salford.
Yeah, he came in, had 45 minutes and went. No, it wasn't even 45 minutes. It was like 20 minutes, wasn't it? And went back out. Okay, I'm going to say Blondie. We offload. He didn't really shine a great light against Sporting. I think he's got to go. Simon Moore, I think, is a really good potential backup keeper. I think Pato, because of obviously how much trust we've put in him and investment in him, I think it's going to be Pato's. If we're only keeping one of these three keepers, it's going to be Anthony Patterson. But if Anthony Patterson does get sold for a decent amount of money, which if a Championship C team or a let's say a French league team or something like that want to go in for him for say 8 million, then I can see that happening. But yes, I think it's basically not like the game Snog, Marry, Avoid. It's keep, loan, sell. I think it's keep Pato, loan Moore, sell Nweko.
I think we'll bring another goalkeeper.
I think we need to, mate. I think you're right.
Well, Regis does want another goalkeeper.
The battery on my mouse has died, so I've just got to work out how to do this for scrolling. Let's see if I can turn it off and turn it on again. So you don't disagree with my mini synopsis on those players?
I agree. Blondie, I've seen quite well. I know I said the other day I haven't seen him much, but I actually think Blondie might stay, not just for the first team, but I think he might stay for the under-21s, I think.
Yeah. Right. Well, I'll go into the banks of players then. So defenders now. Niall Huggins, Dennis Serkin, Dan Ballard and Timothy Pembele. It's going to be loan out, keep, sell for me. So loan out Huggins, keep Serkin, keep Ballard, sell Pembele. You are allowed to disagree, and I'd actively encourage it if you want to. But like I said, if you're not disagreeing, that tells me I'm making a little bit of sense. And
to be honest, I would probably keep Huggins at the minute because, well, Serkin is out of contract Well, not yet anyway, but he is in the next summer.
Yeah.
But we've already got a new left back.
Yeah, so that's why I'm saying loan him out. It gives him time to develop. He's not going to be first team football every week this time round, which is sad. But yeah, Mueller's disagreeing as well and agreeing with you, Paul. Keith Huggins needs right back left cover. You get rid of Pembele?
Yeah, I would.
So you're agreeing then? Sell. Okay, and I think it makes logical sense. Whoa. When you're jumping the gun now, mate. We're jumping the gun. Yeah. Next line is Lugo 9, Jensen Seal, Nectarius Triantis, and Trey Hume. This is going to be a very rare occasion where I'm going to say keep all. And Lugo 9, because obviously he's Mr. Sunderland. He is going to be very, very risky with VAR there, but maybe he can step that into his game. Jensen Seal, I think, is still. He hasn't come in and been a reckoning force for that centre back position, but I can see him being really, really good. Just it's not hitting yet. Triantis, I think, is most likely to leave out of those four because obviously the Hibs, the loan. It makes sense, but I don't know if he's an actual defender anymore. And then Hume. There you go, Hume. Alan, hello.
I didn't know you were doing it tonight, mate.
Yeah, it's a Friday night.
Yeah, but you normally put it in the chat.
I did.
Did you?
I just didn't. I didn't put the chaser on because I woke up like 3 minutes before. So good. We've gone.
How long have you been on for?
Like half an hour. Oh no, 52 minutes. 52 minutes.
All right. What have I missed?
Lads, Jacob, what would you describe what we've discussed so far?
The kit, the new home kit, and more or less about transfers, like players we should keep and sell.
There you go. So if anybody's watching, fast forward to the 52nd minute mark and you've caught yourself up just like that. Yeah, I'm going through on stream every single player that we've currently got and just basically doing like a keep, loan out or sell. And we're just into the second line of defenders. And I'm saying keep Lugo 9, Jensen Sealed, Nectarius Triantis, and Trey Hume. And I'm just trying to justify keeping Triantis more as a middle of the park backup than a defender. But if he's a defender, yeah, loan him out.
To be honest, I think majority of them are what I would like to think some of them are going to get offloaded. When do they go with the final numbers for the squad? What date is that?
I think it's 48 hours before the first game is played. So I don't know. It's like mid-August, basically.
I'd like to think he's had that conversation with them now because, do you know what I mean? You don't want to be waiting until then because they need to be on the market. And I know he said few can go, but you know, as far as defenders go, I still think we need someone in. And I've said, like, you know, Mackem or the likes of him. You know what I mean? In and around his, you know, he's playing the Premier League, so he's a Premier League quality player.
Yeah.
He's big, you know what I mean? So
just a little bit of a catch up on how I'm going through these. I'm going through a bank of four, and I'm saying what I would do. And if you disagree with any of them, just chirp in with those statements. So the next bank of four for the defenders, I'll do the bank of five because there's he's brand new. The new defender's officially on there. Reinaldo Mondava, will definitely keep him. So the bank of four is Leo Hjelde, Zach Johnson, Agi Elise, and Joe Anderson. And I would say loan out Hjelde, sell. So
who was both of them again?
Leo Hjelde, keep but send out on loan. Zach Johnson, sell. Agi Elise, sell, and Joe Anderson, sell.
Well, Well, I'll let Paul and Jake go before me. But...
Oh, Leo, I would loan. Zach Johnson, I would keep.
Okay.
Let's say sell. Anderson sell.
So other than Zach Johnson, you agree? Why? What makes you think about Zach as a first team fullback?
It could be, I don't know, but like I say, we've got injuries, then, he'd be on the bench, but most of the time he'd be for the academy as well.
Okay. I don't know if I would list him as a first team player though. That's the kind of thing. If he's for the academy, put him in the unders. But if he's over that age bracket, you've got to go. You can't be using the squad number on Zach if he's not going to ever feature in the squad. It doesn't make sense. I wonder who our next player we're going to go for. Hag gets his own way and doesn't let Xhaka go. Actually, I don't know, but welcome along, mate. Do you agree, Jacob, with with those back four? We're basically getting rid of everybody, but keeping Leo on a can return if need be.
Did you say getting rid of Elise then?
Yeah.
Getting rid of Elise?
Yeah.
Yeah, probably. I mean, he was in the academies for West Ham, but yeah, maybe I think we do need we probably need a bit of a reboot, don't we, with some certain parts of the squad.
I think now that we're Premier League, we can't be sticking with somebody that is injury prone, in my opinion. Don't get me wrong, I do think he is talented. I think he's a strong centre back, but he's a glass slipper at the back, which means people are just going to run past him very, very quickly. So, yeah. Alan, what do you think, mate? Hjelder, Johnson, Alicia, Anderson.
Well, the two sort of 21 boys.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I'd look for loaning out. You know, how old are they? What's the age?
I don't know how old Zach Johnson is, but he's definitely like under 23.
You know, them two, I'd be like looking to push them out on loan. A bit like Young, who's gone to Salford. But I'm not a Yelder fan. You know that.
Yeah.
So for me, like, I'd get someone came for a bid for him, which I don't think they are. I would, and
yeah,
I'd push him out on loan if we can do that. At least, yeah, I still rate him. I just feel like he hasn't had a good run. Obviously, you said he's injury prone, but I think he's got good quality.
Yeah, but we can't. I don't know if we can be holding on to a squad number for somebody who might come through when he's fully fit. He's been out out of his contract so far. He's been out like 90% of it.
Yeah, he has. But at the times I've watched him, I think he's comfortable on the ball.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, I mean, yeah, I'll stick with that. I'll say sell the Elder, push the 221s out on loan, and I'd like to give Alicia a chance. I think he has definitely got the quality, but like you said, like he's made a straw, and he, you know, so
yeah, that's it. Zach, Anthony, thank you. Zach is 20. Zach is 20. So yeah, he's an academy player. Get him out of the first team men's squad and put him in the academy. I mean, it might be doing that for marketing. Right, we're on to midfielders. They're sorted out by numerical order. So we have Dan Neil, Alan Brown, Patrick Roberts, and Chris Rigg. And I'd say keep, sell, keep. Keep Dan Neil, sell Alan and Roberts, and keep Chris Rigg. I wouldn't even bother loaning out Roberts or Brown. I think they're... Sadly, I think their purpose has been achieved.
Okay, well, I'll say I agree with you on the most part. I think Brown and Roberts I don't like to hate on Roberts too much because I still think he is a good player.
Mm-hmm.
But I watched. He looks disappointed that new players are coming in. He must have knew that was going to happen. I just, you didn't see the new players buzzing around the place, and some of them are wingers. But he's been around the block. He should understand the way it works. Brown, he came on the other day, and I was like, he's so far off the pace. He's like, again, he's probably a really good championship player, but I don't think he's. How old's Brown? He must be knocking on 30 or over 30 now.
I think he's 31, 32. I'll just Google it.
You know what I mean? It's like, right, you've got here, you spent all your life grinding, now you've got to step up another level, and I just don't think you could do it at that age. I watched Diarra, like, I just give an example, Diarra on the ball, like in the first half of them games, he looked, in control, first to the ball, deft touch, and you could see there's a difference in, like, in the player. As well, I don't like, everyone's people criticise Dan Neil, but I think he's still got the ability to learn because he's still relatively young. You know what I mean? And he's so for me, I obviously keep Dan Neil, Robertson, Brown can go. And who was the other one? Sorry, Rig.
Yeah, keep.
I think Rig will be. I don't think he'll start like this season. I think he'll be on the bench. He's still, he's still a babby, really. So, but it's again, he's in and around players who are now at another level, and hopefully he learns from that. You know what I mean? And playing in the Premier League, I think he will. So, yeah.
I think he's got the aptitude and the ability to, definitely. But I don't think you're wrong there at all. It's Championship versus Premier League. The quality of the players that we're bringing in does bring the likes of Rig up, and especially our younger lads. And I think that does kind of. It might sound ageist, which in retrospect wasn't the intention, but like Brown is 30. Anthony's confirmed, and SG is on the cusp. But he's 30 years old, and he is, like Muller says, Brown's level is championship. He's a championship. He is a quality championship player, and I think he had. Like, I want him to play a couple of games in the Premier League because he has deserved it. He just, like, from his career perspective, he has earned that. Could you imagine just being with Preston, proving yourself as a quality championship player, going to a club, getting yourself promoted, and then they go, like, yeah, cheers, off you folk. Like, I think he has earned it from a professional standpoint. It's just,
I think 20 years, 15, 20 years ago, that might have happened. Do you know what I mean? But I just think the standard now is way, way beyond then. You know what I mean? You've got to be, you know what I mean, more athletic, more disciplined, no drink. Now, some of these lads that are playing now won't even entertain having a drink. You know what I mean? I think Brown's, I'm not saying Brown's a pisshead, but I believe he's probably one of the old school type footballers.
You know for a fine fact, Anthony Patterson, Dan Neil, and Roberts going out on the lash all the time with Hume there as well. You know it happens. You just know.
Yeah, but when you're young, you can get away with it. When you're 31, you can't go for a skinful and turn up and put it in the Premier League. It's just not going to happen, is it? Look, I'm just saying. Like, look, the standard is stepped up a bit, and I think. It's passed. Unfortunately, I think it's passed them by. I might look. Could prove me wrong. I don't know, but that's what I think.
Cool. I'll add a quick comment from SJ, and I do agree with this comment. The whole team deserves to play in the Prem, but now we have to replace a lot. And I think it is just a case of you look at this squad. By the way, this squad. Sorry, the battery's died mid bloody stream. This entire squad has to be whittled down to 28 players maximum. That is a lot. That is a lot more than 28. So we've got to get through it, which nicely brings us on to our next draw, though. Here we are: Abdullah Bar, Jay Matete, Enzo Lafi, Milan Alexic. I'm going to say sell, keep, first team, absolute every day, and loan out for Alexic. So sell Bar, sell Matete, keep Lafay, obviously, we've just bought him, and Milan Alexic loan out to potentially another Premier League team.
Someone else go before me because
Yeah, Paul, do you want to chip in?
Yeah.
Paul?
Bar, from what I saw, Gateshead, sell.
Mm-hmm.
Jim Matete, goodbye. Enzo Lafay, 100% keep. He's Regis man, so gotta keep him.
Yeah.
Milan Alessic, probably keep. Ekwa, well, he's gone.
Well, you're going too far ahead, mate. You're going too far ahead. We're only doing a bank of 4. But Muller agrees with me on that one as well in the chat. Sell, keep, loan. Jacob?
Yeah.
Bar, Matete, Lafay, Alexic.
Bar Matete, sell. Enzo, we've already kept him anyway, so yeah, stay. And then Alexic on loan. Send him on loan.
Yeah, everybody's agreeing with me. Do you want to jump in then?
well, I'm just going to agree with everyone. I mean, if you want me to go and pick up Barney car now and drop him off somewhere, I will. So,
that's funny. I think that is the most easy middle line that anybody could do. Pub quiz, everybody gets it. Right. We have a very interesting row here. Because I think, obviously, some of the decisions are already made. Ekwa, Harrison Jones, Habib Diarra and Noah Siddiqui. So, obviously, the last 2 players have just been bought in. We're keeping those. Pierre Ekwa's already been sold, so sell. The interesting one, and the more I think the actual conversation would be around Harrison Jones. So, welcome along to the conversation. Harrison, I am keeping you, but I will put you in the academy squad rather than the first team. I'd like to see you break through if required. I don't think this is your first, this is your season to shine in the Premier League. I don't think you're at that level yet. I'm not saying you're not going to be. I'm talking to him directly now. But, I think for me, he's definitely more. He's put in that squad, in that men's side, just because there might be a potential that we are looking to sell him, and they're showing his stats and what have you. So, yeah, I think we'll keep him, put him in the academy. And I'm going to go to Jacob first.
Yeah.
Right. Pierre Ekwa, gone.
Yeah.
Moon doing exactly the same thing. Keep under 21s, Diarra keep, and Noah Siddiqui keep. Right? Is any wild takes? Any additional comments?
So who was after Ekwa then?
Harrison Jones.
He's under 21s really, isn't he? So you can
Pop him back there.
Yeah. Then get a replacement for it, find,
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
SJ's added, we've spent 65 million net spend so far. So if we sell some of these players, we can get PSR back up, and then we'll be able to get better players in. So, like I said, we've got to have a squad of 28 players. And what I can't work it out because it's not pretty mouse. But I don't think anybody I'm saying here is too egregious. I think the only one that might cause a little bit of debate after the fact is Patrick Roberts. Alan, do you have any comments on Ekwa, Jones? I think obviously the 2 new lads are 2 new lads. We haven't seen them actually play a first team game yet, like a competitive first team game.
I have no further questions, Your Honour.
Awesome. And on to you, Paul.
No further questions.
Oh, that's funny. Right, we're going to move on to the strikers now. Now, how many strikers have we got listed? We've got 7 strikers, so we're going to do a bank of 2, then the other bank of 2. And again, numerical order. So number 9 to number 15 is Luis Semedo, Eliza Mienda, Romain Mundel, and Nazari Rushin. So, my takes on this is Semedo, loan out. Mienda, first team. Mundell, we would have sold. I would have preferred to keep. But now he's had his surgery, I think he's going to be just staying because nobody wants to buy a player that's going to be out for a minimum of 12 weeks. And then, yeah, Mundell's staying whether we want to or not, and I would prefer to keep him. And Nazari Rushin, sell as soon as possible. He's been out on loan for 2 years. He's not broken into the squad. He doesn't seem to gel with the rest of the camp. Yeah, so loan, keep, sell for me. Mueller says sell, keep, sell. So there is difference now. There is difference. And SJ's sell, keep, sell. We'll go different order. We'll go Paul first.
Right. Hamia, sell. Mienda, of course, keep. Mundell, keep. Russian, sell.
We buy players that are out for months on end. Oh, that's funny. That's funny. Okay, yeah, I think you've pretty much agreed with SJ Mueller there. Sell, keep, sell, right? Why are we getting rid of Semedo? Is it just because we've tried and failed?
He hasn't made the standard. You know what I mean? He's been given chances and he got chances in the championship, and I feel like he hasn't made the grade, like, so.
That wasn't his law for me, law for what Regis said after Gateshead. Well, after the South Shields game, Regis basically confirmed that all, say, like Matete and all them that played against Gateshead, every single one of them's up for sale.
I don't think he has the say in it, though. I don't think he has the say in it. I think he has sway in it, in that he'd go, like, I'd like this. It's like the 16-year-old girl in an American fucking sitcom. She goes to her dad, I want a Ferrari. That's where Reggie Labrie is.
No, I feel like they've probably had the conversation, like him and Speakman. They probably went, yeah. Do you know what I mean? They've definitely had that conversation, but it's... Well, I'm not saying hurry up because we have done good transfer business, but I want to see few going out. Do you know what I mean? To free up them wages, if you like, and the Jacques Dale, and I know we're in for, I think it was in for a Colombian centre half. Is that right? From Bologna, I could be wrong.
Yeah, we are.
Yeah, so we need to start moving a little bit quicker now. I still think we need a goalie. Not the hot back, so obviously cover goalies, but I still think we need a goalie. You know what I mean? So these players we're mentioning, I think it has to happen in the next week or so. Tomorrow, obviously, we play Hearts. It'll be interesting to see what he does, because will he go with the two halves of 11 players, or will he go with,
his first?
Should be his first team. We've still got a few games left. He might not. He might do 45 minutes.
I think he's going to do everybody who's on the fringe first half, and then first team, or maybe the other way around. Everybody's first team, and then fringe players second half. Like I said, I think Alexic would have been one of those players I would have said sell, but I think he's played pretty solid in the pre-seasons.
I think he's looked all right. He's still young, and he's got qualities. So
yeah.
If he stayed, I wouldn't be too arsed. Do you know what I mean? I'd be like, yeah, all right. He's obviously a bench player, or a Coca-Cola Cup, or a FA Cup player, whatever you want to call it,
Yeah, and SJ's rightly put in there. Well, Speakman and just so I can't say his name, Giselavi will be in charge of who we're buying and selling, but you can't say the coach has no influence. I'm not saying he doesn't have any influence. I'm just saying it's more like a teenage kid shouting that they want something to the parents. Like, they will still definitely make that decision based on how well that shout is received. Like, I want ice cream. I want ice cream.
I think it's meetings now, little board meetings. They'll have first team coach being there, Speaking of being there. They'll sit down. It'll be. I'm not saying a democracy, but it's not like the old days where Brian Clough was like, give me £400,000 and I want to buy him. Do you know what I mean? He barges into the office of the. I think if you watch the Damn United, he just barges in the office of the chairman and demands money. It's not like that anymore. You know what I mean? So it's a structured business and the way they do business. And
mate,
you can't really more because we're.
Something Till I Die with the fucking song clip. You know, he's like, we want a new song to amp up the fans. And then at the end of it, the guy just goes, yeah, you can't do that until you replace a speaker system. It's like...
We've come a long way from fucking Donald thinking he's fucking champ manager by paying $4 million for Greg. Do you know what I mean? When he was told no.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. Yeah. Just interesting. I'll tell you. I'll go back to this last four row of players. I will definitely say Lewis Amido is not a number 9, or he's not the number 9 for Sunderland. Like that, if he keeps that shirt number at the very least next season, that would be just injustice to football overall. Like he's not our number 9. And number 9 is like the player you look to feed the strikers, to even score like goals left, right, and centre. He's not that number 9 that we want. So I do think that is definitely going to change. And then our final row: Wilson, Isidore, Ahmed, Abdullahi, and Ian Pavedo. And it's simple for me: keep, sell, sell. Just simple as that. Go on now.
Well, obviously Wilson's not gone anywhere. He's been a big part of this campaign of. He's just been a big part of the campaign of pre-season and kits and stuff like that. He's media. Abdullahi. I think it's hard to say with him because he didn't look great when he was on the pitch the other day. I feel like he shows glimpses of what he can do, and then maybe it's a confidence thing. But yeah, I don't really know with him. If he stayed, I'd be like, again, he'd be sort of like Alisic in that sort of that squad, if you like, the fringe players, cup players.
For me, he's more like Isaac Lahaji. I know that. So exactly, Isaac Lahaji was like. Lahaji was with us for, I think, summer to January transfer window. He played, I think, like 10 games, had a couple of decent moments, but ultimately he just wasn't going to be in our squad long term. It just has that vibe to him. Like, don't get me wrong, I'd like players to come here and be successful, but I just haven't seen enough. And like you said, about that pre-season game, he didn't shine the light on himself very, very well. He won't be sold, but this is preference, right? Keep, sell, says SJ. And Muller says keep, and sell to Ramsden Jewellers. Yeah.
To be honest, I'm going to say keep, loan, sell.
Keep, loan, sell. That's a cleaner way of doing it, isn't it? We were all very like, he's got to go or he's got to stay. There's no two ways about it. You can do both. Jacob, mate, any?
Yeah. Keep, is that out of the strikers we've got now?
Isidore, Abdullahi, and Pavedo. Paveda, sorry, I keep saying Pavedo. It's Paveda.
Is he a striker? I thought he was a winger.
He's listed as a forward, so
he's not a fucking striker. I'll tell you that for now.
Just sell Paveda. That's it. I think.
Get rid of him. See, I don't know if you like. I literally just moved to Australia like this time last year, and I did a video on Alan Brown. Quite excited, and then Ian Paveda, and I was just like, oh. And I think I was justified in that. Hindsight is perfect, but some of the comments I had on that video were just like, "What are you talking about? He's going to be class, yeah, when he comes fit." And then Adil Ashish has been sold, hasn't he?
No, he's gone on loan.
He's on loan, but they've got the option to buy him.
Paveda is not a striker. Yeah, and I think I'm going to go close that one down then. So, yeah, obviously there is a Dringer, Talby out there as well, not on the list. Yeah, fair, and we'll see what happens with the squad announcement, because do you think have we gone past the point where we can release players? Because I know we do the contract retained list at some point, right? Anthony, is Pavetta even a footballer? That's harsh. That's harsh.
Tell you what, I've seen Baveda score once and he was injured straight afterwards.
Is it like I've done my job now let me rest kind of thing? I don't know. I think I'll loop it all back into one clean sweep. Keepers, I think we do need to replace Mendy and potentially more. I think we need 2 go-to keepers for the entire season. We don't need 3. The defensive positions, I think with our recruitment so far, we've covered one of the wing backs, but we need a bit more cover centrally. And in the midfield, I think we've done a lot of recruitment, but we haven't done enough in the central defensive position. Dan Neil will get that by default if not. And up front, just a backup option for. I just don't want this. We had that the 16th place finish season where we were like, we need a striker. Then we got Rushan and Isidore. And I think then we got like 5 people who were all listed as strikers, and basically only now coming out of it, Meander and Isidore are the 2 successful out of those 5. So, do we need 5 strikers?
I think we do, yeah. In the Premier League, yeah, I do think we do. Injury, like I said, all the competitions, competition places, it needs to be healthy. So I think 5's a decent number.
I think it's overkill. We can't be spending. Like, you got to remember, we can't be spending like the 10, 20 million on each striker for them to be a gamble. That's where I think we're a little bit.
Well, if you look at how big's the squad going to be, 28. Is that what you said?
28 maximum, yeah.
You're going to have 3, 4, 5 strikers in there, yeah.
Yeah, so we've already got 2 strikers we're definitely going to keep, Isidore and Meander. So it's 3 more that I think we are looking at, but I think realistically 2 is something that we'd be okay with as a fan base.
To be honest, I'll say to Michael Powers, that is,
Yeah.
to give his full name. I said to him, actually, if we get a new striker, I actually think one will come in on loan. Because apparently we're going to look at the loan market. So I think one will come in on loan.
Yeah, and that's such a weird timing because Ethan and SJ says, we haven't loaned anybody yet. No, Ethan says, what an amazing day for no reason whatsoever. Thank you. I guess. I agree. And we haven't loaned anybody out yet either, so we'll probably use that market near the end of the transfer window. So we do just need to, I think we need to know who our first team is. That's, I guess, where we're looking at. So, yes, Alan, back to what you said. I think today against Hearts, tomorrow for you, against Hearts, the ideal would be know what that first team squad looks like for at least half the game. Like, this is our go-to 11. Is it a 4-4-2? Is it a 4-5-1? That kind of approach. Because once we understand how Labrie wants to set ourselves up for the Premier League, we can go for it. But we've basically been playing 4-4-2 for the entire pre-season. I don't know. I don't get that. Yeah, cool. Yeah. Yeah, any additional comments? Are you looking forward to the Hearts game tonight?
Yeah, I mean, I'm going up with my sister, leaving about 10 o'clock. They're driving up.
Oh.
So, yeah. look forward to obviously the first game of the season for me. That could be it.
Yeah, fair enough.
Kind of better than
Good. No worries. Enjoy the journey. Make sure you have like plenty of. If you're not driving, as in somebody else is, have a couple of bevies. If not, plenty of energy drink. And yeah, I'll be doing a watch along. So if you can tell me which part of the stadium you're in, I'll keep an eye out for you on camera.
No idea, mate. No idea. I haven't even seen the tickets yet.
Oh, fair enough.
I'd laugh if you name Michael Allen, because Michael's going up in the morning.
Is he driving it with you?
No, Michael's getting the train from Grand Central.
Is he? All right.
Cool. Cool. We all know the whole midfield is new, and the ones playing going forward that'll be much clearer. Good point, SJ. And I'm sure the squad numbers have to be announced 1 week before the season starts. I thought it was 48 hours, but yeah. On that,
What was obviously I missed the start, but what was the overall?
The overall crack. So I brought up, and I'll show it just for the stream again. I brought up my the retro remake of the Lambton's centre-lined one, which does everything right from a centre lining of a football kit. The corporate, like the manufacturer details, I think is hidden down on the corner on the real one, like it's down by the official logo. It's less cluttered. I think the current one is too high. It's trying to get right in your face with all of the sponsors and logos, and it's basically, for me, I don't know if it was a consensus, but it's a 6 out of 10 Sunderland kit. It's not great, it's not terrible, and I think it'll be basically looked at retrospectively based on how well we perform or don't in it.
I think, for me, it looks well, but why did it? I know they're going to be basing it off the old Patrick kit, I think it is, or whatever it is, the E60, 88, I can't remember which one it is. But
yeah.
I get it, but why didn't you put the badge on where it normally is, and a sponsor badge? It would look 100% better. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. It's because it's a very like if you do a middle line, you've got to have a simple kit. I think is the just basics of design, right? If you haven't it that cluttered, classic layout makes more sense. Left, right, middle with the sponsor. Anyway. Yeah.
Oh God.
Yeah. Oh, I now know Mueller's name. Glenn. Nice. Being Laney? Laney, welcome along. Diarra Siddiqui in the middle. Talby in the Dingra wingers. Rest up for grabs. That's gonna be a really cool floor. Don't like the badge in the middle. There's too much there. There you go. Cluttered. I think cluttered is the perfect way of describing this kit. So yeah, we talked about the home kit. I think for a little while actually. I said I really don't like the keeper kit. The green one looks like toilet tiles. I know you disagree with that, Alan.
Not me.
The green kit.
Yeah, yeah, I'm not a fan of keeper kits anyway. I'm not the bore me. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I think the blue kit is okay, and I think the home kit is okay. I'm hoping the third kit is a good one. You know what I mean? Well,
Yeah.
when they did the advert, they showed. I don't know what they showed. I think they showed someone walking down. It was like the seafront, and Kevin on near the bridge, and Kevin Phillips was on it, and that on the reveal. And there was one kit. It might have been the yellow and gold kit. I can't remember what it was. I don't know if they're is it suggesting that that's what the third kit is going to look like? You know, like little Easter egg.
Yeah.
I don't know, maybe he's looking too much into it, but I think someone's already not leaked it, but said it's going to be black and gold.
I think that is the consensus. The black and gold leaked one I don't know if that's the concept or the actual like DH gate one that you're talking about, but the black and gold one looks a lot better because I know the corporate sponsored the W88 is also made gold, so I think that does kind of help that they've unified that style. But yeah, for me, I'm only going to get one kit this season, and for me, it's the away keeper kit, the black, pink, and blue one. Just that's my top favourite at the moment, but I'm waiting for every one of them before I make that purchase.
But they've done some other good like merchandise as well. You know, the tracksuit tops and that.
Mm-hmm.
There's a blue one I want that they were wearing at the start of the season that I'm probably going to order. There's a good Hummel T-shirt that says Sunderland, so SUNLUN.
Sunderland,
you saw that?
Sunderland, no, I haven't.
But,
Cool.
I like that T-shirt. It's a Hummel T-shirt. So yeah, I'll probably get. I'm going to get one of. I think it's probably going to be the third, and maybe a tracky top or something. But I'm not buying a home and away kit.
No, to be fair, like you don't have to. There's some fans who like you need to buy the home kit, you need to buy the away kit, you need to buy the. No, you don't. No, you don't. I've already got like an absolute collection of Sunderland kits available here and in the UK. It's just like if you don't like it, don't buy it. It's not the end of the world. Yes, it helps pump a little bit of extra money into the club, but yeah. If it's not for you, it's not for you. It's as simple as that, right? I haven't really gone through the training kits, but I think I prefer the blue, like the solid blue with the weird wavy red and white lines through it. That's the best one so far. Yeah, but again, personal choices, personal preference. As long as you are happy with what you're wearing, go for it. Yeah, and I think I'm going to wrap it up there because we have been live for a whole hour and a half. So the podcast is going to be very long. You can listen to this entire experience, as chaotic as it might be, without the visuals on basically all streaming services, Apple Music, Spotify, that kind of thing. Just search for the Mackem Football Show. And that's it. Yeah, cool. Like, subscribe. See you on the watch along, I guess. Thank you, fellas, for being here. Appreciate it.
Yeah, all right. See you later.
See you later.
See you in a bit.
To love war.